Alright everyone, we're going to play one more game for the Sega Genesis, and that is Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. So let's see how we do.
This is Jeopardy! Here are the categories.
Comic books, rocks, bodies of water, movie classics, nursery rhymes. We're going to close it out with sports in film. Alright. I'll take the categories as they are. Bodies of water for 100, please. It's the only 5-letter Great Lake. What is Huron?
You are correct.
Lewis and Clark Lake, on the border between Nebraska and South Dakota, is part of this river. What is the Platte River?
Sorry?
Oh, that's wrong. No.
Sorry?
The Missouri River, that's right.
You are correct.
Cinnabar is the ore of this most common metal that is liquid at room temperature. What is mercury?
You are correct.
The Star of Africa, cut from the world's largest diamond, is not part of this set. What is the Tiffany? What are the... What are the Tiffany set? I don't know.
Sorry?
Oh man, I don't even know why I buzzed in. Oh, the crown jewels. The crown jewels of England. Okay.
You are correct.
I wasn't sure. Rock crystal is the clear form of this mineral. Oh, it's quartz.
You are correct.
In 1941, The Three Musketeers became the first book to be transformed into a comic in this series. Oh, classic comics.
You are correct.
A rock that's nice falls into this class. What is igneous?
Sorry?
Wrong. Metamorphic.
You are correct.
varieties of semi-precious and gemstones can be found in this, the gem state? What is Idaho?
You are correct.
There we go. I finally got one right. This rich coast country has coasts on both the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. What is Costa Rica?
You are correct.
I will go for 400 in bodies of water. Sorry. Denmark Strait doesn't border Denmark, but separates Greenland and this island. What is Iceland?
You are correct.
Two directions that complete the names of China seas. What are east and south?
You are correct.
Very good. With rodents as the lead characters, Miami Vice became this title for the comics. What is Miami Mice?
You are correct.
I'll have comic books for 300, please. A Marvel comic chronicles his adventures on both Earth and Melmac. No.
Sorry.
It is Alf.
You are correct.
Oh, okay. Rock Hudson's only Oscar nomination was for this big 1956 film set in Texas. What is Giant?
You are correct.
Movie Classics 200. Edward G. Robinson held Bogart and Bacall captive on this state's Key Largo. What is Florida?
You are correct.
I'll take Movie Classics for 300. At the end of From Here to Eternity, she throws her legs overboard as she left Hawaii. Deborah Kerr.
You are correct.
I wasn't sure who it was, so it's a good thing I didn't buzz in. She got the Daily Double, and I know she's going to wager $500. 1942's This Gun for Hire was the first film that teamed Alan Ladd with his slinky blonde.
You are correct.
Veronica Lake. Yep. Hitchcock's favorite film, Shadow of a Doubt, starred this man as Teresa Wright's uncle.
Sorry. Sorry. You know the correct response?
Oh, Joseph Cotton. Okay. Let's move on. In their titles of the titles of the current comics, Spider-Man is amazing, and the Hulk is this. What is incredible?
You are correct.
Archie's girlfriend, who has her own comic in which she jet sets around the world. Oh, Veronica Lodge.
You are correct.
The 1960 film Tall Story was about this college sport in which it helps to be tall. What is basketball?
You are correct.
Sports and film for 200. Walter Matthau took on a coaching job with this pathetic Little League team. Who are the Bad News Bears?
You are correct.
He produced, starred in, and did his own race car driving in the 1969 film Winning. Wrong.
Sorry. Sorry. You know the correct response?
Paul Newman. Paul Newman. Elvis Presley played a singing boxer in this 1962 title role. No.
Sorry.
Oh, Kid Galahad.
You are correct.
Alright. I don't think I've heard of that one. They all ran after the farmer's wife. Who are the three blind mice?
You are correct.
A man of words and not of deeds is like a garden full of these. What are weeds?
You are correct.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? Johnny's so long at this. What is the fair?
You are correct.
The shepherd fell asleep on the job. Who is Little Boy Blue?
You are correct.
It's who Simple Simon asked, "Let me taste your ware." Who is the Pie Man?
You are correct.
Awesome. One clue left, and then we'll go on to Double Jeopardy. This star, Jim Thorpe, All-American, went to NYU on an athletic scholarship in 1930. $3,800. Kurt has $1,200. Lynn has no money at all, but she will make the first selection in round 2, which is otherwise known as
Double Jeopardy.
Let's get right to it.
Here are the categories.
Names the same. Rock groups. U.S. states. TV characters. Artists, and we're going to close it out with Hodgepodge. Author of the Book of the Sword in 1884, or Welsh-born actor whose last film was 1984. Who is Richard Burton?
You are correct.
Alright. A dependent country in the tropics, or a store chain selling clothes to wear in the tropics. What is the Banana Republic?
You are correct.
I'll stick with it. They saved 600. Actor who is opposite many lovelies in silent films, or actor who has worked solo. Han Solo. Who is Harrison Ford?
You are correct.
I'll go with Names the Same for 800. A 1959 top 10 hit by the Cress, or a 1984 film starring Molly Ringwald. What is 16 Candles?
You are correct.
English poet who wrote Love Is Enough, or founder of a theatrical agency named for himself. Oh, William Morris.
You are correct.
Two of the best-known characters on her CBS show were Eunice Higgins and Mrs. Wiggins. Who is Carol Burnett?
You are correct.
I'd like TV characters 400, please. 50s TV family who lived in New York City for 3 seasons, LA for 1, and finally ended up in Connecticut. Who are the Ricardos?
You are correct.
On Soap, he was butler to the Tate family, and on his own show, he did the same for Governor Gene Gatling. Who is Benson?
You are correct.
Every show began with a murder that was neatly solved by this sloppy detective. Who is Columbo?
You are correct.
When Making the Grade failed in 1982, George Wendt went on to play Norm in this series. What is Cheers?
You are correct.
Artist 200. Most game show contestants asked if a famous painter would name this 17th century Dutchman. Who is Rembrandt?
You are correct.
Artist 400. This great Spanish cubist once wrote a play called Desire Caught by the Tail. Who is Pablo Picasso?
You are correct.
I like artists for 600. Painter Emmanuel Lutze may have used the Rhine as a model for this river, Washington Cross. What's the Delaware?
You are correct.
This family of artists included Hans the Elder, Ambrosius, Sigmund, and Hans the Younger. Who were the Holbeins?
You are correct.
Century painter Jan van Gogh was one of this country's most gifted landscape artists. What is the Netherlands?
You are correct.
Egyptians not only made paper from this plant, they made ropes, mats, and sandals too. What is papyrus?
You are correct.
$12,000 right now. U.S. coin on which you find a torch and sprigs of oak and laurel. What is the dime?
You are correct.
I'll take hodgepodge for 600. The answer there is one of the two daily doubles of the round. 2,400. Largest of the 9 cartilages in the larynx. It's technically called a thyroid cartilage. What is the carotid?
Sorry.
No.
No, the correct response?
Adam's apple, but I'm still in the lead with $10,000, so that's alright. And we got the other daily double. Let's do 2,500. French for blue ribbon, it usually refers to a chef with great expertise. What is cordon bleu?
You are correct.
There we go. Back up to 12,500. In a famous work by Bach, this name precedes joy of man's desiring. Oh, Jesu.
You are correct.
Pony Express ran from St. Joseph, Missouri, as far west as this state. What is California?
You are correct.
I'll take U.S. states for 400. Mount Adams and Mount Eisenhower are located in the White Mountains of this northeastern state. What is Maine?
Sorry.
Oh no. I think I just figured it out.
Sorry.
It's New Hampshire.
You are correct.
This state, not Mississippi or Connecticut, has the longest one-word name. What is Massachusetts?
You are correct.
U.S. states 800. Burlington Washington, the largest city in this state, has fewer than 50,000 people. What is Vermont?
You are correct.
This mountain state has the highest average altitude of any state east of the Mississippi. What is West Virginia?
You are correct.
Oops. Ray Manzarek, Bobby Krieger, Jim Morrison, and John Densmore. Who are the Doors?
You are correct.
Rock group's 200. Diana Ross, Florence Ballard, and Mary Wilson. Who are the Supremes?
You are correct.
Ginger Baker, Bruce, and Eric Clapton. Oh, Cream.
You are correct.
Zal Yanofsky, Steve Boone, John Butler, Joe Butler, and John Sebastian. Wrong.
Sorry. Sorry. Know the correct response?
The Lovin' Spoonful. Now the last clue. Ace Frehley, Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and Peter Criss. Who are Kiss.
You are correct.
So I have $16,300. Kurt is $1,800. Lynn has $400. So let's go ahead and play Final Jeopardy. Let's get to the category. Category for Final Jeopardy is First Ladies. All right. We'll try 8,700. Pat Nixon was born in the mining town of Eli in the Silver State. What is Nevada?
Know the correct response?
So I'm going to end up with $25,000, and I'll see you all for the next game.